Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to do something a little bit different. So every once in a while, I like to give you a bonus video on just my meanderings. And today I want to talk about an experience that I had a few months back that really kind of warmed my heart. And I thought maybe it might warm yours. So I wanted to share it with you. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button, join the Weird and Wonderful family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. And without further ado, let's talk about it. I consider myself actually a very spiritual person. So I like to have spiritual experiences. I love Jesus, and so I feel connected to the spirit realm, so to speak, and this has kind of got some of that in there. So if that's going to be triggering for you, feel free not to watch, but who knows, maybe you'll find it encouraging anyways, or maybe you'll think I'm nuts. Either way, feel free to watch or not. So anyway, I want to share this with you because it really filled up my heart. And I hope that it fills up yours. So this was like quite a few months ago, and I was at an event. There was lots of different people there, like from all walks of life, academics, people in all sorts of different careers, just like a whole mosh of different humanity in this room. So I was going around and I was just chatting with people. I wanted to get to know these people. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go around and ask questions and get to know them. Just started chatting with people, hearing their stories. I'd talk to one person for a while, and when it felt like it was starting to get awkward, I'd just go, well, nice talking to you, and move on. So just chatting, asking questions, asking them why they were at the event, whatever. I don't know when it happened exactly. It's the weirdest thing because it's not like there was all of a sudden this moment of epiphany. But I had what I would consider like a picture or a vision or whatever you want to call it. It was very vivid. So I would say it was more than just a picture, but I'll share what it was. So I all of a sudden saw kind of like this container, like I don't know if it was a chest or like a bowl or something, but it was full of these little stones, like maybe that big, like quite tiny, maybe even smaller than that, different sizes, different shapes, and many different colors. Now, the thing about these stones were they were like kind of the colors of the rainbow and beyond. Like there was pinks, purples, oranges, peaches, greens, like every color of green, every color of blue, every color of pink, and in between, it was all in this big bowl. But the cool thing about these stones that I saw was that they were illuminated from inside. Like it was like they were glowing. And I'll put a picture, I found a picture on Instagram that kind of shows, it doesn't show the same color, but the illumination aspect, the picture kind of shows this kind of illuminated rocks. And that's what this bowl was full of. And I felt like the bowl represented humanity, or at least the people in the room. So they're all glowing, and it was spectacularly beautiful. Like the colors were mesmerizing. It felt like, you know, if you see like a bag of Easter jelly beans, like those kind of colors, that's kind of what it felt like. So I see these colors, and even now talking about the colors that I saw, it makes me feel teary because it was so spectacularly beautiful, and it brought out kind of a childlikeness feel inside me. Like it was like full of wonder, I guess would be the word. So I'm seeing this wonder, like wonder coming out of me. And then the word treasure trove came into my mind or my heart or whatever. And I felt like it was God. Like, and again, I don't know if it was representing the room or if it was representing people in general, but whatever was in there representing people, the term was a treasure trove. Like this container was a treasure trove. And with that term, instantly, I felt the greatest love, like an overwhelming love, like seriously, such an overwhelming love and longing. So I felt like God was kind of giving me a picture of his heart for people and how much he loves them and considers them a treasure, and is longing for relationship and connection with us. And so, yeah, like that was the experience. Once I had that feeling, or like whenever that happened, every time I thought about that gathering and that group of people, I literally felt this overwhelming sense of love, but not only love, the need to highly regard and treasure people is what kind of was flooded into me. And I felt like it wasn't just God saying, you need to feel this way. I felt like God was saying, this is how he feels for you, for me, that he loves you, that he highly regards, considers you precious, considers you a treasure, and he is longing for connection with you. And what that made me do was it made me want to highly regard and treasure the people that I come across, like whether it be the people that are in my life or whether it be the people that I randomly meet. This recognition that if God highly treasures and prizes us, then I need to have that same high regard and view each person that comes across my path as a treasure. And so I just want to say, first of all, to you guys, that you guys are treasures. You're beautiful. You're worth loving. You're lovely. You're prized. You're highly valued. Not just by me, but by God. By God, he highly treasures, prizes, loves, values you. You know, so often we have this picture of a God and that's angry and that is disapproving and is aloof. That's not the God that I know. The God that I know is loving and longing for connection with each one of us. So I don't know, maybe some of you don't feel treasured. Maybe you don't feel loved or cared for, and I want you to know that you are. Whether you feel it or not, you are. And my hope and my prayer for each one of you is that you will begin to feel that you will begin to feel prized by a God that loves you, by a God that cares for you, by a God that created you and treasures you. So anyway, that's all. That's all I got. Now I'm all bawly. Oh, I hate when I bawl. But anyway, it was such a fantastic, like, it did something in my heart. It melted my heart. It took away some of my anger, and it made me realize just how spectacular each individual is. Like, God created us so spectacularly. Like, we're so unique. We're so phenomenal. Even the fact that each one of us, like from a perfume perspective, we get different notes. We experience different things from perfumes, from the same thing. He's created each one of us so spectacularly special as a treasure. Here we are. We're walking around as humanity, not even realizing that we're each so highly regarded and loved and desired by God. And so because that's the way God feels, I want to walk in that same regard towards others, towards you. And so I want you guys to know, like, I know I don't know you guys personally, but you guys are all very, very, very spectacularly treasured, prized, valued, highly regarded, honored, and loved. And I'm gonna stop because I don't really even know what I'm saying now. And I've got mascara in my eyes and they're watering. So anyway, I just wanted to encourage you with that. And it was seriously a spectacular picture for me, and just the sense that God really does want true connection. So anyway, that was my experience, my little weird experience that I wanted to share with you, and I hope that maybe it touched your heart as much as it touched mine. And I'm gonna keep crying, so I'm gonna just say goodbye and have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.